Thankfully, we'll never know how many people would have died if it wasn't for a 22-year-old who bravely intervened. Now, researchers who track active attacks say this kind of outcome is rare. The Alert Center at Texas State University tracked 464 active attacks from 2000 to 2021. A bystander shot the shooter in 24 cases. That's about 5% of the time.
His actions were nothing short of heroic.
Greenwood Police Chief James Eisen praising a 22-year-old now being hailed a hero. Elisha Dicken was legally carrying a handgun Sunday when a 20-year-old shot 5 people at Greenwood Park Mall.
This young man, Greenwood's Good Samaritan, acted within seconds, stopping the shooter and saving countless lives.
Investigators said today Dicken had no police training or military background.
Was very proficient in that, very tactically sound, and as he moved to close in on the suspect, he was also motioning for people to exit behind him.
Simon Property Group owns the mall and has a no weapons policy. However, the mall posted a statement praising the heroic actions of the Good Samaritan who stopped the suspect.
I don't know that from a police perspective that I'm more afraid of people carrying guns. It's just that I'm a little bit more leery of the people who shouldn't be carrying the guns that are more willing to use them.
Paul Hardinger retired as chief of police at Blue Ash. Now he teaches at Great Oaks Police Academy, including CCW classes.
It's really just basic handgun skill development. A CCW doesn't prepare you for the stress that you're under, the thinking process that you need to know. Is it the right thing to do, the wrong thing to do?
He says not every good guy with a gun is prepared to take out an active shooter.
Being able to pull that gun and shoot a target is so different than being able to shoot somebody else.
Tonight, though, collective relief for Dicken's quick action.
Many more people would have died last night if not for a responsible armed citizen that took action very quickly.
All of this, of course, adding to the ongoing debate about what needs to be done to prevent mass shootings and loss of life. So Indiana Governor Eric Holcomb tweeting this evening, "I join all Hoosiers in being grateful for the quick, heroic actions taken by an individual citizen and first responders." Moms Demand Action founder Shannon Watts tweeting tonight, "It's good more people didn't die in the Indiana mall mass shooting." 2, relying on untrained and unvetted armed civilians to take out the gunmen we've given easy access to arsenals and ammunition is an absurd and ineffective public safety strategy.
Well, based on the results, I think people will look past this, but I guess technically you're not allowed to have a gun in the mall. But was he legally allowed to carry a gun?
Right, yeah. Other than that, he absolutely was, Mike. In short, Greenwood Chief Eisen said he did not have a permit, but as of July 1st in Indiana, legally he didn't need one. Indiana and Ohio both recently changed the law so that people no longer are required to go through training or to have a permit to carry.